Bill, do you want to give everybody just a little tour of?
Well, as you said, there's one lane southbound, and that falls under the deficiencies. When you start looking at alternatives, this is just a concept sketch of what's planned for right now, but they're looking to increase from, in essence, really one booth to inspect southbound, 5 booths to inspect southbound. And this is just a concept, but they plan to start construction actually later this summer. Probably will take them close to spring of 2014 but help is on the way.
5 booths, but still one lane, right?
Yeah.
No. As part of the infrastructure improvements to SR 189, which is a 5-lane facility now, it's 2 southbound, 2 northbound, and it's what they call a 2-way center turn lane. They're going to take the traffic from Freeport Drive. You guys know this area. All the what the problem is right now is trucks want to try and get out and turn left, and it really creates a bottleneck. So what we've done is we've taken all this traffic and we're bringing it down here, and we're going to bring it to a signal. It's really tough to see on here. So it's almost a frontage road parallel to 189, getting them away from all the congestion from that southbound inspection to a signal down here. Then we're going to widen 189 to 7 lanes, 3 of which will be southbound. So as the 3 lanes southbound get to this concept plan, they'll widen to 5 booths. So 3 lanes to 5 lanes.
And how far will that 7 lanes?
It's roughly a half a mile. It's not the greatest solution, but it's a spot improvement that will get us through the next couple of years. I know that ADOT is already looking at what they call a design concept report, which Dan and Amy are a part of, looking at alternative routing, looking at 189 all the way to the connection with I-19
and Grand Avenue.
All the way to Grand Avenue, alternative alignments to get more directly to I-19. So a lot of effort and brain power is being put into this roadway, this connection. And let me step back. I work with CBP a fair amount. That is false. CBP doesn't inspect harder in Arizona.
There's a lot of pork shops. There's a lot of pork shops. There's a lot of people that leave.
That's exactly right. Like anything else, you talked initially about marketing. Now, ADOT is not in the marketing business, but I believe that Arizona as a state needs to have a marketing approach to ensure that fresh produce is not being trucked or rail to Texas. That's something that needs to be discussed. It's probably not a part of the border master plan, but it is something that needs to be tackled.
The border master plan can lay the groundwork for the market. 3 things.
I would agree.
You need to have a much more improved interchange at Mariposa and I-19, something that allows the trucks to not have to stop. And then once the trucks get through there needs to be a quicker and smoother way for them to get off I-19 and into the warehouses in Rio Rico. And conversely, the trucks coming south from all the rest of the United States, an easy way for them to get off in Rio Rico. Doing some things like that to get the produce flowing quicker, showing the infrastructure improvements, that lays the groundwork to be able to effectively market. And even just starting those kind of projects allows you to build market. And I think the Mariposa 19 probably is right up there. It's got to be done. It's got to be done right. I know Arizona's strapped for cash. This is something that really can help. 3 years ago, 42% of, or 43% of all Mexican produce came into the United States through Arizona. The past 2 years, it's been 36%, and Texas has 42%. So, and it's not just Nogales, it's also Laredo. But just flip-flopping, that's not good.
That's not good.
Well, with regards to the Mariposa Road I-19 interchange, Dan, that's a part of the study area for the design concept report.
It's really the focus.
It's really the
I
focus.
mean, it's obvious that it's the choke point in the corridor. And we're working on the traffic side of that study. And, you know, just like on any arterial you drive, when you get to the signal, that's usually the place you have to stop, and you have to wait 1 or 2 cycles to get through. And it's exactly the case for that interchange, that along that entire route, if that interchange were improved and enhanced, the route has capacity. It's not like Mariposa is over capacity other than southbound. Certainly there are issues that spill back from the border, but it's the same thing at the interchange. You get a spill back from that interchange, it starts to work its way back to other intersections. They get congested, they get clogged, and then things aren't moving at all. So ADOT is keenly, in the Tucson district, the district engineer that's kind of marshaling the forces on that design concept report is keenly aware of that interchange, and he is pushing ADOT headquarters to stay focused on that interchange as an immediate near-term action item. So I trust that that DCR will reflect that emphasis on that interchange.
I don't know what we're going to do with the pedestrian thing in Mariposa. I mean, you got them coming right up the middle, and there's no connectivity to mass transit on either side that I know of. So, I mean, we need to do something with local government, or, you know, and I don't even think there's there's not even a place to put a bus when it comes out of the port, right?
Well,
so.
Couple projects that are ongoing that actually will be completed before we get the study done. Right now, as you mentioned, pedestrians will be coming up the middle. Privately owned vehicles to the west, commercial vehicles to the east, pedestrians in the middle. And there's a sidewalk system that will, in essence, dump them out onto State Route 189. What's that?
In the middle of it, there's no sidewalks.
Well, right now, as part of this number 3 and this number 5, there's going to be a sidewalk that extends from pedestrian processing through the port, and then this is the Shell gas station. In this number 3, there is going to be a pedestrian pickup and drop-off. It's not for parking. Not to drop your car off and walk across the border. It's to pick up someone that just crossed, or to drop someone off that's headed south. So there is a location for pickup and drop off. There isn't a plan that I'm aware of with the city to have a transit system or a bus or a van to pick up. However, we've designed it to accommodate a bus in the future if it's local government agency decide that that's something required. So it's been assigned a position, and that should be constructed before the end of the year.
Now,